Types of flowers.
African daisy.
African daisy is a perennial with flowers that come in a variety of colors, including red, gold, and blue.
Ulstromeria.
Ulstromeria is also called the Peruvian lily and is often grown commercially because the cut flowers last a long time.
Balloon flower.
Balloon flower is also known as platycadon or the Chinese bellflower. It has a short flowering period.
Begonia.
Begonia is a showy flower with fleshy leaves that are green or bronze in color.
Carnation.
Carnations are commonly used in cut flower arrangements, and the flowers are often heavily scented.
Cuckoo flower.
The cuckoo flower has 4 rounded petals, and the center of these flowers is made up of a light green style and 6 cream-colored stamens.
Daffodil.
Daffodils are one of the most common bulbs planted in the world. The most common color for these plants is yellow.
Daisy.
Daisies belong to the family Bellis. These are perennials, and their petals' shape depend on the species.
Dahlia.
Dahlia is a tuberous perennial flower. Its size varies from dwarf to large, with a huge variety of flower shapes.
English bluebell.
English bluebell is also known as hyacinthoids. This plant grows from a bulb and is an excellent species to grow under deciduous trees or in drifts in the yard.
Erigeron.
Erigeron is a herbaceous perennial that is also known as robin's plantain. The blooms produce pale violet rays that are arranged around a central yellow disc.
Forget-me-not.
The forget-me-not is a lovely flower that is considered an invasive weed. In some areas of the United States, they produce blue, white or pink flowers.
Fuchsia.
The fuchsia plants are also known as lady's eardrops because of the bloom's shape and color pattern. The blooms can be bicolors or red, purple, and pink.
Gerbera flower.
Gerbera flowers are also referred to as Transvaal daisies. These plants are seasonal bloomers, and the blooms are red, yellow, or orange, with a bronze yellow disc in the center of the bloom.
Gizmania.
The Gizmania species are a large group of plants with only a few terrestrial species. The plants have beautiful rosettes that have satiny foliage.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus is a shrub-type plant that is deciduous and blooms in the late summer. These are long-lived plants, and they tend to be rather hardy.
Hyacinth.
Hyacinths make excellent cut flowers and are used in many flower displays or grown for their decorative usage as a potted plant.
Ice plant.
The ice plant is also known as Delisperma. The plant is often only 3 inches off of the ground, but may spread to 2 feet. It does not do well in moist environments.
Iris.
The iris is a plant that grows from a bulb or rhizome. Depending on the species, the leaves of irises tend to be sword-shaped.
Jacob's ladder.
Jacob's ladder is also known as Polemonium, and it is an herbaceous perennial. The plant grows best in moist but well-drained soil.
Jasmine.
Jasmine comes in 2 forms: the climbing and the bushy plant. When well maintained, the flowers tend to flower generously.
Kaffir lily.
The kaffir lily is also known as Cliviamenata. This plant is evergreen and forms long green leaves that overlap at the base of the flower.
Nymphophea.
The Nymphophea plant is also known as the red-hot poker plant or torch lilies. They have flower spikes.
Lavender.
Lavender is a popular plant with a variety of uses, including making essential oils and for decorating.
Lily.
Lilies produce iconic trumpet-shaped flowers on their stems, usually producing multiple flowers on each stem.
Lotus.
The lotus flower or sacred lotus is known by the species name, Nelumbo nucifera. It is a sacred plant in areas of Asia, where it is native to.
Marigold.
Marigolds are hardy annuals that are simple to grow from seeds and that develop strong bloomers with varying tones of yellow and orange.
Morning Glory.
Morning Glory is a vine that grows in moist but well-drained soils. Another member of the Apamia genus, it can grow 10 feet tall.
Narcissus.
Narcissus is made up of many species and cultivars of flowers, with the most commonly known as the daffodil. Yellow is the most common color.
Nemophila.
Nemophila is also referred to as baby blue eyes. These plants tend to spread and make a carpet, and they produce a feathery foliage.
Orchid.
Orchids are a delicate flower, with species found around the world. They are very sensitive to overwatering.
Oriental Poppy.
The Oriental Poppy is a member of the Papaveraceae family. The plants need full sun and bloom between June and July.
Periwinkle.
The periwinkle is also known by its scientific name as Vinca minor. They bloom between May and June, and the blooms are periwinkle blue in color. They do well in full sun to partial shade.
Petunia.
The petunia is a classic and always popular flower. These come in a range of different types, with some being raised from seed, while others may be bought as already growing plants.
Quaker Ladies.
The Quaker Ladies flower is a perennial wildflower. These are small flowers that are around 3 to 6 inches tall.
Queen of the Meadow.
The Queen of the Meadow are a perennial, natively from Europe and Asia, that produces white to yellowish flowers between June and August.
Rain Lily.
The rain lily, a member of the Zephyrinth genus, is a plant that grows from bulbs, and the plant blooms between August and September.
Rose.
Rose is probably the most popular flower name that everyone knows. It has a pleasant smell and different colors.
Snowflake.
Snowflakes are bulbous perennials and part of the leucogyne family. The snow-colored flowers from a delicate bell shape in clusters of 4 to 8.
Sunflower.
Sunflowers are grown as attractive cut flowers with edible components for human and animals. The fruit of the sunflower is an edible seed called a chene.
Tea rose.
Tea roses are perennial shrubs that are known as the modern garden rose. They were developed by crossing rose varieties.
Tulip.
Tulips are hardy perennials that develop from bulbs, best planted in the fall. With the arrival of spring, they can create a dazzling display of color with their blossoms.
Urn plant.
The urn plant are members of the bromeliad family. They are prized as exotic house plants.
Ursinia.
Ursinia is a member of the daisy family. It is an easy grower and does well as bedding plant.
Verbena.
Verbena is a tuberous perennial that brings life to pots, flower gardens and borders. They are known for establishing themselves quickly in the first season and are capable of blooming from spring until the fall.
Viola.
The viola is a typical border or potted flower that can be an annual or a perennial. Violas have the unique ability to withstand cold temperatures.
Wallflower.
Wallflowers are ancient perennial herbs that got their name growing in rocky cliffs or cracks in old walls. Today, wallflowers are grown for their ornamental beauty and simple charm.
Water lily.
Water lilies are perennials, and the flowers appear solitary cup-like blossoms floating among green waxy leaves. They produce a berry or nut-like fruit.
Xerophyllum.
Xerophyllum is a member of the lily family and can be grown from rhizomes or seed. Other names include Indian basket grass, bear grass, which come from natives using the leaf fibers for making baskets and clothing.
Zolobium.
Zolobium has a woody-type stem with 3 leaves and grows from an elongated pseudobulb.
Yellow Archangel.
Yellow Archangel is a fast, low-growing perennial with semi-evergreen to evergreen tendencies. The flower is small and a yellow bloom marked with 2 lips.
Yellow Bell.
Yellow bells are low-maintenance, easy-to-grow perennial flowering shrubs that have beautiful trumpet-shaped clusters of brilliant yellow flowers that hang from the end of branches.
Xenobia.
Depending on conditions, the height of Xenobia ranges from 3 to 10 feet. It is also known as dusty Xenobia or honey cup.
Zinnia.
Zinnias, also known as Mexican daisies, are grown from seeds and produce an abundance of striking flowers in summer. Zinnia is a must in any butterfly garden.